Today I'm going to be showing you how to play one of my new favorite games, which is Star Wars Rivals. So this is a Funko game, that's the company that owns it, but it's a pretty simple turn-based game where you are trying to win locations by using character influence. So, few basics as far as setting up this game. First of all, you're going to set up 3 characters per each team. So you will have one dark side team, and you will also have a light side team. So these actually come in the box. So Darth Maul, Balin's Skull, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano. You can also buy additional mystery boxes with characters in it, which we have done. My wife and I have bought a lot of these boxes. So we have quite a few characters, and I'm going to be using Sabine and Shin Hati here. Kind of in the spirit of Rivals. I picked a lot of different Rivals to play this particular game. But these can be a number of different characters. We have well over 20, so mix and match, really customizable game, very replayable, a lot of fun. But you're going to set up your characters with their card and their little figure here. So you can see I have Darth Maul, Balin, and then Shin here. Neat little figures. If it's Funko, you know they're going to have figures. Qui-Gon, Ahsoka the White, and then Sabine Wren. So you set up the corresponding figure to their card. It's the easiest part. You're going to set up 3 different location markers here. So 1, 2, and 3. You're going to set up your high ground, which is for the dark side and the light side. Flip it over there. So you'll have this set up here. You're going to have 12 location cards. So I have a lot of location cards. If you have a bunch, you just take out 12 random ones. So I have 12 here set up. You're going to have 2 hands, which consist of 9 cards, and you'll see it corresponds to the characters that you have. So you'll have those. Same for the dark side. You've got all those here. Now each of these will have different actions on them. So pretty much you'll be choosing which one you want to take each round. You have a die here. You'll roll it. It's going to tell you which of these locations that you're actually going to be playing. But I'm going to play through a game. This will make more sense as we go through. Then lastly, we're going to have these hit markers. So you're going to use actions, attacks, whatever you want to call them, on certain characters, and then you would just place them there. Now, there are back-to-tank little spots, but I don't know. I don't like using these. It's just one extra thing. So the back-to-tank is where you can heal your character. See if you can read it there. You can remove all -1s. We just use like some free area off to the side for the back-to-tank. Do as you please. Just make sure you remove all the hit points as you're supposed to. But let's get into the actual gameplay. So to start the game, you're going to reveal 3 of these location cards. So we're going to go location 1, location 2, and then location 3. Now, some locations will actually have things on them that you'll have to do. So different unique actions or stipulations. So for this specific one, at the end of the game, this location would score additional points for each mission in your score pile, which I will get to later. But the main thing to see on these is this is the points you will get. So this is 3 plus that stipulation. So this here, the Naboo Starship, this one is worth 3 points if you win it. And then the Subterranean Chamber, I'm assuming is from Ahsoka maybe, it will give you 4 points. So when this card is removed, you remove -1 from each character. Now I don't have any -1s right now, but if I did, I would get to take them off. So all the locations are unique as well, and they can be shuffled around if you have a bunch. So every game really will be different, which is a lot of fun. So the game as you're playing is going to consist of 3 different phases. You're going to have a deploy phase where you're putting your characters out. You're going to have a phase where you roll the dice and then select your card. Then you're going to have an end of, and take the action. Then you're going to have an end of turn phase, which is where you score everything. If you've got someone in the back to tank, you're going to remove all of the -1s on them. So it's a very simple progression-based game. So this high ground will determine which team goes first. So I've got it sitting here on the dark side. When I play this game, I just like to flip it to see. I think it adds a little bit of randomness to it, kind of fun, but it's on the dark side now, and I flip the dark side. So we'll get started here. I've got these 9 cards, shuffle them up a little. You take 3 out for your hand. So you've got those there. And then the dark side will actually get to go first. So you can see it looks like I drew all Balin Skull cards. So that appears to be what I'll be using this go around. So what I'm going to do, it makes sense as you're scoring these, you want your stronger characters in the higher areas because your influence needs to beat your opponent's influence, whoever you have matched up with you. So the greater the influence, the more likely you are to win. So I'm going to move Darth Maul to this area because it is the highest one and he is one of my 2 highest characters. The light side would then go. So I'm going to have Qui-Gon Jinn, who is a 6, go up against Maul. So at this point, 6 would beat 5 before any action cards. So that's a good looking area for the light side. Next, you just go to your next character. Doesn't really matter which order you go in. You can pick and choose. So I'm going to put Sabine Wren here. Then let's match Sabine with, I'm going to put Shin Hati, and then let's match Shin with Sabine. And then Balin, I'm going to place him here, and Ahsoka with Balin. Now, you could put all of your characters on one if you really wanted to. You can spread them out. You can go 2 and 1. Just kind of depends on your game strategy. All right, so the next phase of this is you're going to roll the dice. So here I rolled 1, 2, and 3. So this means that all 3 areas will be scoring. You can see here there are different ones. So if it were that, it would be 1 and 3, 1 and 2. This one means the highest score would win, then 2 and 3. But we rolled this one, so we're going to go 1, 2, and 3 on this particular round. So next up, you choose a card to play. So this one will move Balin to a location that will not score this round, if able, and then I place it in the opponent's score pile. It would give them -3 points. I'm probably not going to do that one. This one I could discard a card from my hand. One ally with lower influence than Balin would double this round, and if it's a Force user, double it again. So that's a nice card. And then this one is placed up to -2 on an enemy at Balin's location. And if it's a Force user, I can remove 2 from Balin. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play this one to put -2 on Ahsoka. So you take your card you're going to play, put it here. Then the other team would go. Now I'm playing both sides here, so this maybe not exactly fair. But we've got a good shakeout here. So we've got Qui-Gon, Ahsoka, and Sabine. So this one I can move Sabine to another location and place -2 on an enemy. For this one, your opponent could move an enemy at Ahsoka's location. And if I didn't move it, I would place -3 on that character. And then Qui-Gon says move the enemy with the highest influence to Qui-Gon's location. If several enemies are tied, choose one of them. So again, it's different for each card. So I actually like this card. So I'm going to go with this one. This one is your opponent may move an enemy at Ahsoka's location. If they don't move it, you give that character -3. So next, the person with the high ground goes first. So that would be the dark side. So you reveal your card and you place up to -2 on an enemy at Balin's location. So for that one, that would be Ahsoka. So Ahsoka's influence now goes from 5 to 3 because of the 2 -1s. Then I will reveal this card, and you see here, your opponent may now, may move an enemy from Ahsoka's location. If they choose not to move it, you place -3 on the character. So because this would give me -3 on Balin, and I would lose because Ahsoka's influence is higher, I'm going to choose to move Balin over here to help out Darth Maul. So Ahsoka will win this location, but I will win this because I have 10 points to Qui-Gon Jinn's 6. Now, one important thing to note that I did not show is this Rivals High Ground token. If you have it, all ties go to you. Now, I don't have any tie situations here, so it's not applicable, but this is a good thing. If you have the high ground, a 5 versus a 5, you would win because of the tie. The last phase, you score this all out. So you go in order of the numbers. Already said this wins, right? 10 is greater than 6. So I'll move these guys back to where they were, Qui-Gon back. I will score this card. Now here we have a 3 versus a 2. So this will be the light side that wins this one. So we'll score this one over here. And then Ahsoka wins this one because no one's there. She went unmatched. So the light side took the lead there, 6-4. So that gives you a little glimpse into how this game is played. The way it would continue to play out is you would play all of these locations out till you run out. You would continue scoring using, the cards as you would to gain influence and score different locations, and the team with the most at the very end would win. So throughout the turns, there are some variations. You could move Ahsoka to the back to tank to remove these. She couldn't be used that turn if you do that, but takes all the hit points off. So you would just keep going back and forth, drawing your cards up to 3 at the end of each hand, scoring in order, and the team with the most at the end would win. Now I know that's a little quick playthrough, not a whole game. I will definitely be playing through whole games with another player at some point. It's a lot more fun that way, but hopefully this gave you an idea into how to play this game, and we will have more Star Wars Rivals content coming soon.